Hello everyone, John from Pakenham Mazda here. Today I'm going to be going over the CX5 Akera Turbo in all-wheel drive. As you can see, the model we have in front of us here is the deep crystal blue in colour. Being the top of the range Akera, as standard with this model, you can see that it comes with adaptive LED headlights, front and rear sensors. On the front of the big Mazda grille here, you can see just underneath the Mazda logo that we have a front-facing camera. As this model has a 360-degree camera as standard. Coming around to the side mirrors, underneath here you can see is the cameras for the side, and there is also one on the back. So you've got front, side, whole 360-degree camera. In this model, you have keyless entry as well. So when you lock the car, the mirrors will automatically fold, and when you unlock the car, they will open again as well. You can do this with the key, or again, if you've got the key on person in your handbag, when you come up to the doors, you can do that as standard. Being the top of the range, it also comes with heated mirrors. So on a hot or misty day when they're a bit steamed up, it does have a heated mirror function there as well. And as you can see here in the top corner, they come standard with blind spot alert as well. Walking around the side of the car, you can see that this one has the dark grey 19-inch alloys as standard. And in this really nice deep crystal blue colour, you can come around the back and you can see that on the rear, we've got the last camera, as well as the rear sensors and the twin tailpipes with a chrome finish there as well. While we're at the rear of the CX5, I'll show you the key. So on the key, we have a lock, unlock, and a button on the bottom to open the power tailgate. So if you just hold that there, it's going to open the power tailgate automatically for you. When you lift this up, you can see here that there's also a button on the rear that you push to close the power tailgate. While we're in the back, I'll go over some of the features. So you can see here on the rear of the car, we have these levers, two on the left-hand side and one on the right. What these are used for is to fold down the seats from the back of the car. So say you come back from IKEA, you've got a lot of shopping they need to fit in. You don't want to go around the side doors, manually pull down the seats. It's a small handy lever there, makes it nice and easy to give you a lot more load room in the back. As you can see in the back of this model as well, underneath the boot, there is a spare wheel in there. And then also, because you've got the Bose premium audio in this car, this is where the subwoofer is built into the rear of the car. So it's built into the spare there as well. We do have a retractable parcel shelf. So if we want to have that closed, so no one can see your belongings in the back, it's nice and easy there. You also get a standard 12-volt socket in the back. So if you want a mini fridge or anything there, when we take to the beach, it's nice and easy. And we also have some tie-down points in the rear of the car as well. Finishing off at the back of the car here, you can see you just push this tailgate button and the tailgate will close automatically for you. Jumping round to the side of the car, you can see in the top of the range Mazda, it comes with this dark brown leather as standard. You can see here there's some gaps either side for ISOFIX, so you can fix a child seat nice and easy. And you've got that on both sides of the rear of the car. In the center console here as well, you can see we drop down, we have an armrest, two cup holders. You've also got heated seats in the back of this model as standard. And then when you lift the center part of the rear armrest, you can see that we've got two USB points and a little bit of extra storage here to charge some phones, iPads, keep the kids a bit entertained in the back here. Jumping in as well, you can see the rear ventilation as standard. Jumping into the driver's side of the CX5 Akera, you can see here on the door handles, we've got the rest of this brown leather finish on the interior door trim. You can also see here, obviously it comes with the premium Bose audio. As you turn around to the driver's side seats here, you can see in the top of the range, the electric seats come with the chrome finish on the levers. There's a lot of maneuverability in the seats with it being electric, forwards, back, up and down. You've also got some tilt there as well, and we've got tilt in the rear. You also have another function here for lumbar support, which can give you a really nice driving position, help your lower back in there as well. Down here we've also got some memory seats, so if there's multiple people who will be driving the car, you can save your seat driving position, and every time you jump in you don't have to play around for ages to find that perfect driving position. You just push 1 or 2, whichever you've saved your profile to, and it's nice and easy to remember the driving position of the driver. Down here on the right hand side, you can see we've got some levers on the bottom to open the bonnet and the fuel gauge. You can open the powered tailgate from the inside of the cabin as well. We also have some buttons here, the iStop to start the engine start-stop feature, lane departure warning, which you can switch off. We've also got a nice button here as well, which lets you change the camera view. So if you're moving slow and you're in park or drive, and you want to see the front before you pull out or the rear, you can switch between the views there, nice and easy. Jumping into the cabin of the CX5 Akera, you can see it's very, very spacious. It's very easy to start the car. What you want to do is you want to have your foot in the brake, push the start button, and the car will come on nice and easy. Being the top of the range Akera model, you can see as standard in the middle here we have the digital display. When you push the info button on the wheel, you can use this to go through different displays of the car. You can see here, this one lets you know when you're in between the lines, and it's got the lane departure warning. So if you veer off into the other lane, the car will give you a notification and slowly put you back into your lane. That's the feature that we showed on the button down here. You can switch this off if you don't like it. As talked about here as well, there is a small button that you can push, which lets you look between the cameras. So we've got a couple of options here. Starting, we have the front facing camera. While you have the front facing camera, you can still obviously see the rear and the sides and the left hand side for the 360-degree view. If you push the camera button again, you can see here it gives you a wider view. We also can have the side view, and then if you push the button again, it'll take you back to the menu. But if you pop the car into reverse, you can see as standard you see the reverse, but again with the 360-degree camera there as well. Continuing on in the front of the CX5, you can see that we have this wooden trim finish along the door and passenger door handle. We've got that Bose audio built into the pillars as well as in the doors, and you can see as well that this wood trim finishes along the rest of the dash there as well. We've obviously got your wider touchscreen as opposed to the smaller and taller one that was in the previous model. And you can also see in this model that you have a heads-up display as standard as well. If you can look on the back of the chair, you can see there that will show the kilometers per hour in the heads-up display. As well as moving the chairs, you can also move the height and driving position of this driving aid so that it's nice and easy to see. A great feature of this as well is it's automatically dims and brightens depending on weather condition. So if it's at night time, you can see it a bit better. If it's really sunny in the day, it will dim it so it's nice and easy to see as well. On the wheel here, we can see that we have your controls for adaptive cruise control as standard. In this model, you get adaptive headlights as standard and automatic headlights. And on the left hand side here, you can see that we've got automatic window wipers as well. So the car will automatically have rain sensing wipers, which will switch on for you. In this model, you can see that we have a sunroof as standard, and the controls for the sunroof are built into the middle here. Down on the infotainment screen, you can see in the dash that there's some shortcuts here. So we have a shortcut to the satellite navigation, a home shortcut that will always take you back to the home screen, and if you push that again, you can take it straight to just a full clock display. Again, if you push the home button, it takes you back here. We've got a shortcut for your entertainment and a shortcut for your favorites as well. So when you push the satellite navigation button here, it will take you, as you can see with the satellite navigation, we can use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. It also lets you know where Mazda dealers are, so if you need a service or to find out where your closest Mazda dealership is, you can do that on the maps as well. When you push the scroll wheel in, you can see this is where you can add destinations and save destinations. So if you want to save a favorite as home or add a destination for work or to your friend's house, you can do all this in here as standard, okay? While in the maps, the car does come with maps as standard, but you also have the feature to use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto as well. So in the center console here, you can see that there's 2 USB slots. With those, you can plug in your phone and you can use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto to listen to your Spotify, use your Google Maps, all the features that are standard in there. With this model as well, you've obviously got heated steering wheel as standard. heated seats for driver and passenger, which has 3 temperatures. You also get cooled seats as standard as well, so you've got the ventilated seats there. You've got dual zone climate control, so when you switch on the climate control, you can have the same temperature when it's in sync for the whole of the car, or you can have an independent temperature. So if you want it to be cold on the passenger side and nice and warm on the driver's side, you can do this as well. Finishing up, you can see that the CX5 Akera is bursting with features. You obviously have the standard features like Bluetooth connectivity as well. We've got your speed sign alert system here as well. So speed sign recognition will let you know the speed limit on the roads, how fast you should be going in certain areas. And we've obviously got electric seats as well as the heated seats and the ventilated seats for the passenger, the premium Bose audio. We have this frameless mirror for the reverse to see out the back as well, which is a really, really nice feature. It also has automatic dimming, so you can switch this on and off. So if there's a truck or a car, a big SUV behind you with bright lights, the mirror will automatically dim as well. Jumping out of the car, as you can see, it really is finished in this very, very nice blue color, which has got a really nice metallic sparkle. If you do have any questions, please feel free to give us a call here at the dealership and we'll go from there. Thank you very much.
Zoom, zoom.